This is episode number 60, Patience, a key for weight loss success. Welcome everybody to another episode here at Body and My Transformation by Custom Body Fitness. This is your health coach, Sandro Torres, and today I am sharing with you a talk that I did a few years ago, and I forgot how important patience is for a lot of people. And I remember when I used to be impatient, and I wanted everything to be done, and I wanted all the results to get them right away. And I know how you feel when it's about weight loss and body transformation. I know you want everything to happen as soon as possible. I know you're gonna put all the effort to get all the results, but honestly, if you really want to lose that weight and transform your body and you want to keep that weight off, you need to learn how to be patient. And patience, it's a virtue. It's not something that you're born with it. You learn how to do it and then you put it into practice. So this talk is about that. Hopefully you like it. Like I said, it's an old talk. Please, any comments, any advice, anything, I'll take it. I have improved a lot since this last talk, but still I want to share it with you. So without further introductions, let's listen to it. At CBF, we know that for you to change your body, you need to change your mind. Exercise and eating healthy is only part of the plan. We care about our members as we care about our family, because our members become our family. It is not about competition, but support. It is not about being the strongest or the fastest, but about you defeating your negative self. It is about working together and making the task challenging and have fun. By the end, what matters is not how hard the session was, but that you take control of your mind so you can take control of your body. My name is Sandro Torres, and I'm happy you are part of our family. Welcome to Custom Body Fitness. Every time that I give an advice to one of my clients, to a loved one, a friend, I think about the concepts and tools that I have applied in my life. Those tools and concepts have worked for me and has worked for a lot of successful people. I love to study and see what successful people have done for them to be where they are. Interesting enough, all successful people follow the same patterns. There is no difference. So it's not coincidence. The people who can achieve their goals just simply are unable to do it because usually they don't know these tools and concepts. Successful people know this. There is nothing different between somebody who's successful and somebody who's not. The only thing is the tools the successful people uses. So I know that these tools can work for anybody. They have worked for me, and I know they can work for you. I know they can work for other people. My life was completely different back in the past. I wasn't who I was right now because I wasn't applying those tools, because I thought that those tools and concepts were only for some people but not for me. Once I understood that it's for everybody can be successful, I started to applying them. And they start work for me, and that's exactly what I want to talk to you about. Patience. I needed to become a patient person. It's very difficult. It's very difficult because I'm one of the most desperate person. And if you knew me from the past, you probably can conclude that I was very, very desperate. I want a quick relationship. When it comes to rehab, I wanted my knee. When I injured my knee, I wanted my knee to the next day. I want to be able to lift weights and run, etc. Which it took me months to rehab that knee. When my dogs got injured, I wanted him to walk right away. When it took them a year to be able to walk normally. My clients, when I want to see results in my clients, I want my clients to progress within the first week. I want them to know all the weight loss concept with the first assessment. I want them to learn the form and the exercises with the first session. I want things to go fast. When I invest money, I want within 2 weeks to that money double and just continue growing. And that's because I'm desperate. But it doesn't work like that. Patience is a virtue that we develop. It's not something that we burn with. And that's why my clients noted with me. They told me that I'm very patient. I'm very patient with them. And the reason why I'm very patient is not because I burn with it. It's because I developed that virtue. I became very patient in growing my business, in teaching people, and knowing that it's going to take time for them to get results, and knowing that it's going to take time for me to see results, and to grow my business, to grow my investments, to be healthy when I'm sick, to recuperate my health. It's not going to be within 1 day or 2 days. It's going to take me time. My body needs to fight that illness, etc. So patience is a virtue. You're not going to plant a seed and just next day hoping that that seed has grown and give you all the fruit that you're looking for. You need to plant that seed. You need to protect that. You need to water that seed. And it takes time. It takes time for you to do all that and for the seed to grow. And then once it grows, it's going to give you the fruit that you're looking for. But it doesn't happen overnight. If you think about that, the same thing applies in your life and any concept that you want to apply in your life. Either learning. Learning is something that I'm passionate about. I want to learn everything. I read book after book after book, and I want to finish one book in a week. And honestly, it's not that easy for me to read a book within a week. Sometimes it takes me 2 or 3 weeks. Maybe because I'm a slow reader, or maybe because I like to enjoy the book and I want to understand everything that the book is saying. But that knowledge that I'm acquiring, it's knowledge is going to stay with me for most of the time, even though I don't get it right away. Sometimes it takes me many times to repeat and to listen and to reread the things that I have learned for me to understand them. And that requires patience. The same with anything else. So it's very important that any area of your life that you want to start working on, you need to understand that patience is the key. So let's talk a little bit about weight loss. You get very excited about losing weight and you want to see results right away, right? Within a week, within a month, within 2 months, you want to see results. I want you to keep something in mind. For how long you've been carrying the extra weight? 1 week? Last week you started gaining weight and you gained 20 pounds? Probably not, right? Maybe it took you probably 3 months, 4 months, maybe. Now I'm just putting right there the smallest time frame for you to gain that weight. But usually many people carry that weight for years, 2 years, 3 years, 20 years. And if you think about it, it took you so much time to get there. And not only to get there, but you've been keeping that habit to gain that weight. Do you think you're going to lose that weight within a week, 2 weeks, or 3 weeks, or 4 weeks, or 2 months? You're probably concluding already that it's going to take you probably a year, or even the same time it took you to gain that weight, because it's a process. That process that took you to gain that weight, you need to revert that process and wait for those results to come, which may take you the same time. If you do it, if you improve that process, it may take you less time, but still you need to invest that time. You need to become the person that you want to become to get that body. Remember, success is looking for a place to stay, so you need to become that person. If you want to lose weight, you can't lose weight just by taking a pill. You may be in an illusion, yes, that you're losing weight because you're losing water, you're losing carbohydrates, you're losing nutrients, and you may lose some fat. But right away you're going to gain that fat if you haven't become that person. You haven't developed those habits that you need to develop to lose that weight. Once you become that person, weight loss is going to be automatic. Automatic is going to be the same. Happens in any area of your life. If you're looking for a great relationship, you need to become that person. Don't expect that the person that you're looking for has good habits and it treats you amazingly and is doing everything for you and it likes to progress and it likes to learn and is a progressing person. This person, don't expect that person if you are not that person. Of course you're not going to get that person. You're not going to be able to keep that relationship, and you're going to suffer, and you're going to make the other person suffer because you haven't become that person. You need to become that person to make that success stay with you in any area of your life. And now when I talk about success, success is something that you overcome and you stay in that area you want to stay with. Okay, now what I'm thinking about success, when I express myself about success, doesn't have to be about financial, about weight loss, about relationship, doesn't have to be about your profession. When I'm talking about success, it can be success in every single area, or it can be success over all your life. If you want to achieve anything in life, you need to be patient. Think about how long it's gonna take you to get there. Practice the right habits to become the person that you want to be, to call in success and make it stay where you are. Enjoy the process. Let it come. Let it be with you. And once you get to the results that you want to get in any area of your life, let's say you want to lose 20 pounds and it took you 1 year to gain those 20 pounds. Give yourself a year. Study the process. If you can get there faster, cool. You can get there in 3 or 4 months, that's nice, there is no problem. But at least you know that you have a whole year to get there. You become that person. You study those habits and you get there. Make sure you are patient. Once again, it's a very key phrase for this video. Once you lose your patience, nobody can achieve anything if you try to do it fast. Because in the process of doing it fast, that's an illusion. Nothing comes fast and easy. You're going to lose everything right away. When people become millionaires because they win the lottery, because they become very successful because they're fighters, as an example. Fighters become very successful and they make a lot of money because they know how to fight. But they haven't been able to develop the habits to keep that money. So as soon as they can't make any more money, like Mike Tyson, they go broke. Why they go broke? Because they haven't developed those habits. And people become impatient because they want to continue making that money without even making those habits to keep that money. The same with your weight loss. If you're planning to lose 20 pounds in 2 months and you do everything you can to lose those 20 pounds, and you do lose those 20 pounds, but then go back to the same that you used to be before losing those 20 pounds, you're going to gain those 20 pounds. That's an illusion. That's something that I have learned over the past. I apply it in my business. My business is very successful. I apply it in my relationship. My relationship is very successful. I apply it in my health. And my health is good. I'm very happy where I am. I apply it in my profession, in my learning, and helping other people. Teaching. People think I'm a great teacher, not because only the knowledge that I have, but most likely because I am patient with people. It has given me a lot of progress. I enjoy my life, and there is nothing negative that I can tell you about being patient. So keep that in mind. Next time that you want to jump into any programs and improve your life, sit down a little bit. Contemplate the time that you want to invest and enjoy the process, because patience is going to pay dividends. You're going to be very happy in life. So develop those habits. Be patient. Become that person. Enjoy the process. So we arrived to the conclusion. I'm gonna give you my 5 favorite points, my conclusion. If you have anything else that you learned from this, please add up here in the comments. So here they are. Give yourself a year to lose weight.
at least give yourself a year. If you've been carrying the weight for longer, give yourself more time. But remember, the more difficult thing is not losing the weight itself, is changing your habits, and that's gonna take time. I know you hear that the experiment where it takes 24 days to change your habits, but that's not true. It all depends for how long you practicing, and all depends how much effort you put in changing that, and all depends on the reward. It depends on a lot of things. So remember, give yourself time. The next point, if you can achieve your goal, is because you don't have the tools. Successful people who achieve their goals, they have their tools. So learn what tools they use so you can also achieve your goals. The point number 3 is weight loss is going to be automatic. Once you change your habits, all you need to do is be patient. And once you don't even notice you lost the weight, it's just gonna happen. Just like putting water to boil. Once you turn the stove, you don't have to be there watching it to see if it's gonna boil, yes or not. You walk away, you let it boil, and then when you come back and you do something else, you notice that the water is boiling. So if you turn your good habits on and turn the bad habits off, and just work on that, when you even notice, you're gonna start losing weight and transforming your body. It's gonna be automatic. 4, you can plant a seed and expect fruits the next day. The same thing happens in your life. Remember, once you plant a seed, wait for it to grow and then get the fruits. Remember, water the tree and so on. The same in your life. Plant the seed, start doing something, do the right things, and then you're gonna get the results. And last point, you need to reverse the process. Going back to your habits, you gain the weight because you develop some habits, either when you were adult or your parents did teach you those habits, and that's the reason why you gain the weight. Now you need to reverse that. Now you need to do the right things to start losing weight, and that takes time. So those are my 5 favorite points. That's a summary of this talk. Hopefully you like it. Share it with people who needs this information, please. If you like it. If you don't like it, share it with people that you don't like, but just share it with people, please. And you know what's my message. Stay mentally and physically healthy, and we'll be tuning in the next episode.